everyone, thanks so much for joining me. In this video, we're going to cover how to add variety to your workout. So on separate videos, I've covered how to design a workout, how to determine intensity, and this one, adding variety. So this would be, you've been working out for a bit and it's time to switch things up. Maybe it's been a month, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, but your body is already now anticipating your routine, and in order for you to keep that mind-body connection, for your body to feel inspired, okay, by your work, by your effort, you need to switch things up. And this is where you don't necessarily have to just completely change your workout. How you can really fairly easily do it is changing your pacing. So you changing up the pace, 3 counts down, 1 count up, or 2 counts down, 2 count up, or holds, and then minis, and then bigger movement. So that's range of motion, okay? So pacing and range of motion by themselves can add a ton of variety. Picking a theme. So you go, okay, a 3-1 count in either direction, okay? So 1 count down, 3 counts up, or 3 counts down, 1 count up, whatever it is, okay? Making that applicable to each exercise, as long as that feels safe. Sometimes 1 count can be a little tricky, okay? So you could incorporate 3 counts down, hold, 3 counts up, okay? Or whatever fits the beat sometimes of the music, but you don't want to be hurrying through things. I almost always will slow students down, especially newer students. When they come to me, they're really accustomed to kind of inadvertently, right, using momentum. I don't want that. I want them to feel, right, to connect, to have more awareness. So I will always make them slow down, like they're going through sludge. It may mean that they do less. I don't care, because ultimately they're going to feel more. The more you feel, the more aware you are, right? The safer you are in your life, because you're more tuned in, you're more connected, okay? So adding variety is important to maintain the interest in what you're doing, okay? But range of motion, pacing, I always go to that. Also, changing up the exercises, okay? And that's where I talked about it on another video, but I do. I go to magazines and stuff, and I talked about it on the other one where use magazines for inspiration. I never pull out a whole workout and do that start to finish, because you've really got to look at it and make sure it's right for your body. Okay, you're not trying to do what anybody else is doing. I mean, I hope not. Okay, you're going to do what's best for you, your right depth, your right intensity, your right pacing, okay, to keep it interesting for you. If you're designing your own workout, you might as well, consider everything just ingredients, and you're putting the right recipe together, okay? So I keep my notebooks here. It's almost time for me to be, at the end of this year, I'll be buying another one. This is all I call it my torture schedule, because this is how I teach my students. This is the notebook that I keep all of the circuit classes that I teach. Okay, when I worked out just myself, for myself, I created this log. And so I would be able to look back, oh, it's been a while since I've done XYZ. Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds interesting. I'll do that. Okay. And then I go back to workouts that I planned for myself, and still they may not be, something that I really want to completely replicate today, because that was then and this is now. But adding variety is really important. So if you're a really routine person, you like just everything to be the same, then make it a goal to change it up somewhere in that 1 to 2 month range, because your body will not respond effectively if it can constantly anticipate your next move. You're going to check out, which that is the antithesis of what you want to be doing. I mean, if I'm going to set any goal for you, it's to increase your awareness, because increased awareness in our life, right, has this ripple effect in every other aspect of our life, having nothing to do with strength training or any other kind of exercise, okay? Trying to think if there are any other ideas, because those are like my best friends. Range of motion, pace, looking at different exercises. I will look in the magazines and I'll look at any exercise, and then I'll look at the shape of it and make sure that it fits my philosophy, okay? So the shape is a big, big thing to me. So I want to look at best posture possible, and does that shape make sense? I just want to give one example. So a tricep exercise called skull crushers and a total body exercise called forearm plank are basically flip-flop of each other. So I want to make sure that when I'm applying an exercise that I can tell it has that consistent line, consistent length, okay, for the spine, that it has a posture, okay, that it has the posture that I want when I'm upright walking around living my life. So I definitely will only choose exercises that enhance my living posture, the living posture that I want for my students. Okay, so I'm not going to choose an exercise that I think is going to compromise that, and it's so complex that I can't keep it all organized and together. Okay, so variety, inspiration from magazines, range of motion, pacing, adding complexity, adding instability, you know, different tools, the Bosu ball, kettlebell, the resistance bands, tubes. There's so many different tools, okay? Make sure that they all fit you, that you feel safe, okay? And that they're interesting to you, okay? So my whole style and approach and philosophy has to be, for me, that it has to fit whatever is right for the student. Each student is individual. I'll teach 7 people, I'll teach 20 plus, okay? But constantly giving permission to take it up a notch. If I don't let me hold you back, but also don't make me push you beyond your comfort zone of safety, okay? So it's really always about building awareness, staying connected, staying tuned in, and doing what's best for you on this moment, okay, in this moment, where you will then be inspired to keep coming back to your workout, to your yoga mat, to whatever it is you're doing over and over and over again, and feeling really good about it, feeling really accomplished, okay? I hope that this was helpful, that you have a great day. Namaste.